August 12th, 2019. It has been 29 years, 1 month and 17 days since I masturbated and had an affair. We're doing these videos for folks. If you're still working on drugs and alcohol, you need to turn this off and go to AA. They'll help you over there. What you do once you get sober. And unless you're sober and clean, you shouldn't be watching this. Because we deal with food and we deal with sex, particularly sex. A lot of people have problems with sex. And the Big Book says we'd hardly be human without if we didn't have sex problems. Everybody's that way. And so we deal with them. That's what we do. We deal with the most scary subject, but we're not scared of it. We're fearless. We act with courage. There's a slogan that we're going to deal with here today. How important is it? This actually comes from Al-Anon, because it's really easy to get henny penny, oh, the sky is falling, the sky is falling, that kind of thing, and get over dramatic, overacting is what my wife called it, OA, overacting, oh no, like that, and just get fearful and negative and things like that. And that's no way to solve any problem. One of the agreements my wife and I have is, we have a fight agreement, because if you're going to live with somebody 24 hours a day for years on end, you're going to be in conflict. And if you're not in conflict with somebody from time to time, you're not in a healthy relationship. You've got to be in conflict and be able to manage it and be able to resolve it and come to terms with it and solve problems and resolve crises. And so one of the things she says to me, Steve, she's from the Philippines, so her English is very abrupt. And she says, don't make it big. Don't make it big. And like, there's a problem that, I want to talk about, and I said, look, I feel really hurt about this, and I feel abandoned, and I feel angry, and I feel vengeful, and I feel needy, and I feel hurt. And she says, like, don't make it big, which is her way of saying, how important is it? When you compare it with, am I sexually sober? Am I being faithful to my wife? Am I not using pornography? Am I not masturbating? Am I being emotionally present? Am I not being fat? For me, not eating flour and sugar, that's something I haven't done in over 12 years. It's just not something I do, because I used to be 55 pounds heavier than I am now, and I've got no interest in going back to where I was 31 years ago. No thanks. Thin may not be well, but fat sure ain't well. And so, relationally, that's the easiest thing. The 12 and 12 says that poor relationships will drive us back into disease faster than anything. And so when I'm in a relationship of some sort, it doesn't have to be a romantic or sexual relationship. It can be a business relationship. It can be a friend. It can be a neighbor. It can be an employee. It can be an employer. It can be a vendor. It can be a student. It can be a teacher. The question is, how important is it? Now, when I have to stand up for something and say, look, this isn't working for me, then I can do that in a gentle way. But the question is can I let things, as we say in the South, roll off like water on a duck's butt? Can I just be resilient, as Gandhi would say, be resilient? And that's one of the things that makes me easier to get along with people. How important is it?